Oh, blimey. Evening, darlings, and a very warm welcome to Friday, Saturday? Friday Night Live. And, oh dear. Oh, oh, it's all catching up with me tonight, darlings. It's been, I'm so cold. I'm so cold. It's been a bit of a week, and I think it's all just catching up on me. But tomorrow, it's the weather that's made it a bit of a week, isn't it? And tomorrow the weather is going to be breaking. It's going to snow a little overnight. The snow's going to turn to rain in the wee small hours. Tomorrow is going to be wet and breezy. And then Sunday is going to be very wet and very gusty. That's going to be old Storm Bert, I guess. I'm going to go for, excuse me. I'm going to go for the early drinky poos, I think, tonight, because it's kind of needed. It's, I'll perk up in a minute. Cheers, darlings. Your very good health. Bottoms up yours. Get stuffed, obviously. Ugh. Right then. Here we go, darlings. Here we go. Friday Night Live. We're going to wave away Friday. We are going to welcome in the weekend. All the normal stuff. Let me know how your day has been. Let everybody know what you've been eating. It's starting. I say. Yeah, we all need to know what you've been eating, Naturelma. And how are you feeling today? How are you doing? Are you all right? Is there anything you'd like to talk about? Let us know. The Hedgehog of Truth is here. Should you have a question, you can leave a voice note on the secondaries. You can leave a voice note on the community portable electric telephone, and Sean's box is there, but is not going to be pounded tonight. And tell you what, let's just dive into the comments, shall we? First cab off the rank tonight, Peter P. Good evening to you. Carol C. was next up. Hello, Boaty and Boggs. It's Friday, yippee. Oh, but Bert's coming on Saturday morning. Snow, wind, rain, more wind, but warmer. That's the crucial thing, darlings. Warmer. Praise be to the FSM. How's your day been? Mine has been productive. Glad to hear it, Carol C. Good evening, Peter Pretzel and Carol C. on this chilly willy Friday evening, says the M11. Good old M11. I'm anticipating the vision of the gorgeous Boaty before me with basted breasts. Yeah, it's a poor version of me you're getting tonight, I'm afraid. Sorry about that. Hope days have been glorious all round. Well, I would love it if somebody had had a glorious day. I would not describe my day as glorious. I tell you what, there is no fun. Do you know the worst thing about it? This weather event, snap, winter, whatever you want to call it. It's not the being cold. It's not the hideous expense of the old bloody gas gobbling meter, which means that everything's bounced over the last couple of days. So I've been feeding that wretched thing. No, the worst thing is tiptoeing around on untreated pavements, driveways, roads. I did a delivery on the way home from work tonight, and bloody, oh God. Um, it's one of those houses with a driveway, and it's like a really steep driveway, completely untreated, sheet bloody ice. I had a hell of a game getting down there without going surplice over cassock. And then they kept me hanging around at the door for 10 minutes. They couldn't be asked to answer the door. Yes, they've ordered the food. Yes, they're expecting the food. Yes, they would complain like bloody hell if their food didn't turn up. Could they be asked to answer the door? No. Oh, God almighty. Partly why I'm in a bad mood. So I was freezing my tits off then. Had to get back into a cold car because the car hadn't warmed up. Oh, never mind. Never mind. I'm home now. I've got wine. I've got you guys. Oh, and wonderfully for supper tonight, let's do food, shall we? For lunch, I had something, and I can't remember what. What did I have? I had Momo yesterday. What did I have today? I'm looking for clues. What the hell did I have for lunch? God almighty, is it early onset dementia? Come on, I must know what I had for lunch. Oh, I do know what I had for lunch. Of course I do. I put it in the bloody Facebook group. So somebody's probably shouting at me in the comments. I had sheikh kebabs with salad, no carbohydrates. I was a good boy. And for supper tonight, and they were vegan sheikh kebabs as well, completely made out of vegans. And supper tonight, back to the old staff curry. I have had a staff curry deficit, darlings. There has been no staff curry in this cottage since Monday night, I think. So that's Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Bloody hell, that's 3 whole days without staff curry. But I've got a goodly portion of staff curry tonight. So it'll be back to that with rice and roti. Back to normal. Doesn't feel right if I haven't had if I haven't had my staff curry. And lunch tomorrow, darlings. Well, now then, I'm glad you asked about that because there will be no video tomorrow, darlings. I haven't filmed one today. I couldn't think of anything else to film, right? The weather is still shit. So I'm not going out and filming anything. Although I can't film driving to work again, not for the 4th night on the bounce. They won't stand for it. Now, in a way, I wish I had, because on the really dodgy bit, the bit I'm talking about, the proper dodgy bit after the chicane double bend thing, 2 cars on their roofs in the ditch. I'd like to have filmed that. But no, so I thought, well, I won't film anything because I've got nothing to film. I didn't feel like filming myself pottering around the house. I wasn't in the mood to tell you a story. Now, at some point, before too long, I'm going to do another little history story. Because I think when I finished those, I got up to, I did the cycling career one, and then I did the pub career, didn't I? And so I sort of need to carry that on. I left you on a bit of a cliffhanger of how I finished in the pubs. So I need to carry that story on and tell you about how the car dealership started. And it was in the very early days when I joined the firm, and how we ended up building that, and how I ended up as managing director, and the buyout and all of that kind of thing, and tell you a few stories about that. And I need to tell you the history of how I became very unlikely, there's no word unlikely, and there should be, how I became in a very unlikely fashion and unexpected how I became a professional vocalist, and quite a successful one at that, and tell you some of those stories. So I will do that. I just wasn't in the mood for it today. So I didn't film anything. I thought, sod it, I won't film anything. But then tomorrow, darlings, tomorrow, Saturday, I'm going to do a live at lunchtime. I'm going to do Saturday brunch live. And then again on Sunday, Sunday lunch live. And the lives in the evening as well, of course. And that'll take us on to Monday. And I've still got a tiny little slim hope that that I can get away to Snowdonia on Monday. I need two things to happen. I need three things to happen. I need YouTube to pay up. I need the hotel to be as cheap as it was the last time I checked. And I need a couple of decent nights at work with some nice tips and that sort of thing. And if all of the stars come together, then I do hope and plan to sod off on Monday. Probably won't be able to, but I would really, really like to, especially after the week that I've just had. The weather's not too bad Monday and Tuesday, and I would love to take Officer Crabtree. I think I've only driven him twice since I got him, so I'd love to take Officer Crabtree on the road trip that I've been promising. So there you go. No video tomorrow, to your great relief. You were probably dreading another one where I drove to work and said, "Oh, isn't it awful?" But yeah, you're going to get two lunchtime lives this weekend: Saturday brunch live and Sunday lunch live. And tomorrow I will be cooking. I had nectar points. On my cardy thing, so I cashed in some nectar points, and I got a really cheap piece of steak and some eggs. So for Saturday brunch tomorrow, I'm going to be cooking steak and eggs, darlings. And if you're free and you fancy it, I would love you to join me, and we can just have a chat, or we can do a cook along if anybody else is cooking. I've got a couple of voice notes for you, darlings. Here we go.
Good evening, Reverend Boaty, also known as Jason.
I knew that.
Boaty, part of Boaty as well. This is Mr. Parry online right now. Have you had a good evening, sir?
No.
And the weather hasn't been too bad.
Yeah,
But you're coming home tonight. I myself, for my dinner, I had steak pie, new potatoes, peas and gravy. And for the snack today, I had roast pork on some nice posh bread, sir.
Oh.
Thank you very much.
Have
a good evening, and I hope everybody else is in the chat has had a nice day as well. And it's fine. And if any trouble, just take your time in this chat and try to forget your troubles. Anyway, thank you very much, and look forward to watching this evening, sir. And could everybody please twat the like button? Thank you.
Oh, that would be a great kindness. Yes, I would be very grateful for a bit of like button twatting. Where did I get to? About here. A very good evening to the honourable community and the big Momo himself, says Peter P. And a very good evening to you, Honourable Peter P. Who's getting up at 5 a.m. to watch F1 qualies from Las Vegas? Asked Carol C. Not me. Not me, Carol. I don't watch it anyway because you have to pay. So I listen to it live on the radio. But I won't be listening live tomorrow. I will be sleeping, and I will catch up with it when I get up. Simone is with us, hooked on classics. How do? I'm shattered. Well, you had a 6 o'clock start, didn't you? And Carol C says, yes, Simone, I'm sure you are, after your very early start. What time did you finish work? Oh, Barrett is here, that guy from SETI Alpha 5, or he was here. Hello all, just a quick visit. Hope all is well. I finished at 3:15, says Simone, but still, I did a lot of driving. And it wouldn't have been easy driving at 6 o'clock in the morning, would it? All icy and horrible. Diane Sturdy popped in. Good evening, lovely people. Just popping in to say hello. We'll be back later. Cup of tea time. Barry says the F1 quali will be on at 11 tonight here. I've talked some people into watching it. Evening, Boaty and one and all, says Paulie Galtieri. Oh, and Barry's going to grab some supper from the speakeasy downstairs, and he'll see us in a bit. Pingu's here, Pingu Concord. God, you're up late, Pingu. Hey, Boatster, may I recommend that you watch today's Big Jet TV live from Alaska, featuring the Dreamlifter and all the jumbos. You may indeed. Barry's asking Simone and I if the second book has arrived. And it hasn't arrived here, Barry. Simone will no doubt let you know. Matron joined us and said evening all. I've liked, says Carol C. Please tickle the like button for the old cold man. Yeah, indeed. Bad Books joined us and said hello. Oh, Chef Daniel is here. Good evening, everyone. And a very good evening to you. Andrew Buttigieg joined us and greeted everybody by name, as he always does. Then there's a lot of hellos here. Oh, Mike S. has joined us again. That's lovely. Becoming quite the regular, aren't you, Mike? Evening, folks. Merry Friday, he says. 69 is with us. Hi, Boaty and all. Salutations. Oh, there they are, says Andrew, the star of the show. Oh, and Boaty. Unexpectedly busy today, asked Peter P. No. Not really busy. And yeah, just a bit of a meh night, really. Although, Staff Curry, how about Good evening, all, says Tracy Cardiff. I'm rather tired. I bought a little potted Christmas tree. Now, a little bit of peer pressure. I am thinking about, for the first time, having a Christmas tree this year. I was thinking about it, and I was thinking about where to put it, and I'm just going to have a wonder because I did. I could move the piano stool into where it should be, in front of my mighty organ, and I could potentially put a little tree there. I was just thinking about one of those real ones. I saw one in Sainsbury's, and it's a real tree, but it's like a miniature one, and it's in a pot. And I thought something like that with some tasteful lights, maybe I could live with that. What I would really like, of course, I don't know if they do them now, but years ago, maybe a couple of years, maybe a few more, I'm sure there was a thing called a Christmas Magic Mountain or something. I think it was German or Austrian. I found it on eBay. And it was like, it was like a mountain. It's kind of a toy thing. So you've got a mountain, a model mountain, and it had all sorts of things on it. It had a train that ran around the mountain, and it all lit up, and it had other things on it. And I thought that was fantastic. If they're still about now, that I really would love. I'd have that up all year round. It was brilliant. Did anybody ever see it? I'm sure I'm not imagining this. And I'm sure it was called a Magic Mountain or a Christmas Mountain. And I remember it was foreign. It was like German or Austrian or something like that. And it was this like snow covered model mountain with a little model train that actually ran. It obviously worked on elastic trickery, the whole thing. Um, I wonder if there's anything like that still. I mean, it might not be the same one, but I wonder if there's anything like that out there. I would love that in the front parlour. Now, that would make me feel Christmassy. It's the only Christmas thing I've ever seen that I really liked. I am seeing the Christmas lights up around houses now, and the odd one or two are quite tasteful. Um, the vast majority of them are unspeakably and unutterably vulgar. Vulgar beyond belief. And that kind of figures. It's only the people who enjoy being vulgar, or who are so vulgar that they don't realize that they're being vulgar, who would put their illuminations up so early. Now, I did a delivery last night on a brand new build estate, so new that half of the houses are not finished yet, let alone occupied. Right? Oh, sorry. And there's one house that is so gaudily over decorated with the absolute emphasis on incredible vulgarity. And my immediate thought was, my heart goes out to your neighbours. And this is a nice estate. These are expensive houses. Not really expensive, but they're going to be about, 400 grand. They're detached and they've got a garage and a driveway and whatnot. I'm a bit out of touch with property prices. And I just thought, imagine that you've upgraded from another house, or you've saved up, scraped together the deposit with your wife or husband, maybe with a young family, and you've got your dream family home, a brand new build on a reasonably prestigious estate, and you've moved in and you're luxuriating in this, and then your fucking neighbor puts up this disgraceful, vulgar, horrendous winter wonderland that's an eyesore to anybody within visual distance. And you'd think, now, if that was me, then I would wake up, look at that, and think, we've got to move. We've got to move, put the house on the market. There's no way that I'm standing for this year after year after year. My heart went out to them. It was awful. It was awful. Now, I know that some of these people put these horrendous displays up and try and raise money for charity, probably not enough to pay the electricity bill, but that doesn't excuse it. It doesn't excuse it. Now, I see some houses, they might have an outdoor tree with some single color lights on. They might have single color, those kind of light orangey lights dangling off the soffits and whatnot. I don't mind that. I don't mind that. That looks quite nice. It adds to the ambience. It's this multicolored, ridiculous, glittery bollocks in fucking November. I mean, that adds insult to injury to doing it in November. And the bloody great big inflatable Santa. Honestly. Now, I'm sure that these are wonderful people. I'm sure that they are wonderful people. I'm sure that they are kind, happy people who take delight in this celebration and who hope that their efforts and their expense will bring joy to those around them. But honestly, I would love to see them stripped naked, bent over, beaten with a wire brush, and then have a rolling pin shoved up their asses. Honestly, if I lived next door to somebody like that, then I would be close to committing murder. Thankfully, in my little village here, nobody would dream of doing that. Nobody would dream of doing anything so ostentatious. Any any Christmas decorations that happen around here, they happen inside the home. They don't inflict it on other people. And as I've already told you, absolutely sod all goes on inside this home. So nobody could be offended, even if they poked their noses in through the window. Oh, honestly, absolutely dreadful. Evening, Jason, and all in chat. Say, Sarah Parsons, we've not seen you for a few nights. Good evening, hope you're well. Emma says, I had a lovely chat with Carol Ann this evening for about 2.5 hours. What a lovely lady she is. Do check out her channel if you haven't already. And there's the link. Rough day, say 69. Yeah, just a bit. Just a bit. Good evening, Jason and all playmates, says Trisha Alderman. Hello, Trisha, and quite possibly Paul as well, I imagine. Static hair thing going on, Boaty. I'm having a really bad hair day. A really bad hair day. I did something I shouldn't have done. Never mind, can't be helped. Can't be helped. It'll all be grand after a shower. Pocahontas 100 is here. Hello, wonderful community. How are you, Boaty? I'm cold and slightly grumpy, but getting better by the minute. Hope you're well. I had a Chinese tonight, says Sarah Parsons. Sweet and sour king prawns. You see, one dish. What is it about Chinese food where people go and order three main courses? What's all that about? What is it about Chinese cuisine that means it's okay for you to have three meals instead of just one? I don't get it. What? No box pounding action tonight, says Andrew. Well, there could be some kind of action, but it's not going to be the normal action. I haven't got a pound to pound the box, and the restaurant hasn't got any pounds. So what I have got is I've got £20. Look, it's a £20 note. There you go. It's not my £20 note. This is a company £20 note. And that £20 note needs to become £20 coins for the restaurant till, which is devoid of pound coins. So that's what's going to happen tonight. Now, we can do it in one of two ways. I can put the £20 in and take £19 out, or I can put £20 in and take £20 coins out and then put one of the pound coins back in through the slot in the correct and traditional manner. You lot can decide, but there you go. That's what needs to happen with that. 69 had a semi-yawny, glorious day today. Diane says it's a balmy 0 degrees here. It's bloody freezing here. Sean's poor box, says Peter P. Is it okay? Oh, right. Community question. Emma asks, is it okay to admit that I had a dodgy dream about Peter P last night? Now, that's Emma, not me. I didn't have any kind of dream about Peter P last night. No offense, Peter P. No offense at all. But Emma did. Emma had a dodgy dream, and is it okay for her to admit it? Well, she has admitted it now, so it's kind of a fait accompli. Emma, I think you need to go into details, quite honestly. I mean, it's a weekend night. It's like midnight. I think you should go into lurid detail about your dream and what you did to the poor sod. Peter, cover your ears. You might need trauma counselling. Paulie Galtieri had a very productive day. Finally seeing the woods for the trees. Got a very large and substantial piece of Wilton carpet and got it machine blinded on the edges. Don't know what that means. The living room is much warmer now. Oh, good. My guest had stew and dumplings with gravy, roast potato, and green beans tonight. Oh, that sounds fabulous. Oh, and everybody's asking about the dream now. The hedgehog's thinking of running away with the money box. No vacuum cleaners were harmed during Emma's dream. Bad Books had crab sarnies for dinner and homemade fish and chips and mushy peas for tea. Canteen curries are the best, says 69. Oh, Paulie Galtieri had fillet steak and chips and peppercorn sauce. Oh, you swine. Oh, you swine. I looked. When I was swapping my nectar points for my cheapest available steak, I was gazing at the fillet steaks longingly, thinking, is there any way I can A, afford, and B, justify one of those bad boys? £6.25, I think they were. And the one I bought was less than half that. One day, darling, one day there will be a fillet steak in Windy Bum. Anyway, hope you enjoyed it, Paulie. Um, yes, beefy lunch doing, says Peter P. Boaty says, Diane, you frighten me to death when you go on the back roads. I suppose I get used to it. I rather enjoy the challenge. It's very silly. I should go around the main road. It'll just take half an hour longer. But that seems like admitting their defeat. Carol C says, dinner. I had fried haddock, chips, and mushy peas. Lunch was baked beans on toast with a poached eggs. Tricky chaps. Words, says Andrew. I just realised I haven't eaten anything today, says Diane Sturdy. Drank a lot of tea, though. Peter P says, the police here would be all over you if you tried to drive in those conditions without winter tyres. Very sensible. But, you know, where you are, that weather is the norm rather than the exception. Whereas in the UK, it's the exception rather than the norm. Not, oh God, I've got raving hiccups now. Sorry. Oh, and burps. Now, admittedly, it's different here. Obviously, I get a lot more adverse weather than the average place in the UK. But obviously, law has to apply to everybody. And people would be up in arms if they had to fit winter tyres for like maybe 8 or 9 days of the year where they were needed. It is different here, and going forward, next winter, if I don't have a 4x4, well, in fact, anyway, then whatever my daily is next winter, and I'm hoping it's still going to be JJ because I love that car dearly. I really do. Then I will, if not winter tyres, I will definitely put on all weather tyres. Ideally, I'll get another set of wheels and I'll swap the wheels over for winter and summer, because I know from experience that I've said this before, tyres make much more of a difference than having four-wheel drive. I guarantee you that JJ on good winter tyres would piss all over a good 4x4 that was on normal tyres. It's all about the tyres, which makes sense when you think about it, because your tyres are your contact with the road, aren't they? And I know from experience the difference that winter tyres make. So next winter, hopefully I'll be a bit better placed financially, and I will be a bit more sensible. 69 used to drive the Munster teachings. It was a wing and a prayer. Simone is filming tomorrow. Hopefully it will be good. I hope so too. Diane says, I learned to drive in the dark room. My test in Stretford. I took my test in Stretford. You're desperate when you use nectar points, says 69. Yeah, too right. I didn't have any money tonight. So, you know, I had two choices. If I wanted food to eat tomorrow, it was nectar points because I didn't have any money, literally zero money. Everything bounced yesterday, everything bounced today. The last few quid I had, I put on the gas meter last night because I didn't want to freeze to death. I'm waiting for my YouTube money too, says Simone. Yeah, I don't know when we're going to get it this month. Now, in theory, it should be the 23rd, but obviously 23rd is tomorrow, or, well, today now, actually. And it's a weekend here. So I don't know if it's going to be a weekend in America. And, you know, if it falls on a weekend, you can get paid a day late or 2 days late or whenever. They don't pick a date. They say between the 21st and the 26th. But I can tell you that in the UK, unless a weekend or bank holiday gets in the way, it always falls on the 23rd. But if a weekend does get in the way, then, it gets delayed. So it could be Monday before we get it, Simone. Which would be a nuisance because I haven't got any electronic money to top up the gas meter again. I've got one of those. I've got a prepayment gas meter, and you top it up using an app, which means you've got to have electronic money, money in a bank or on a credit card or whatever. And I haven't got any left, so not until YouTube cough up anyway, and then there'll be a bit of money in the bank for a while, couple of days. And also, there's still that slim little hope I might be able to sod off on Monday, because not sure. Wouldn't be sure what else to do on Monday, actually. It's not going to be a yard day because Minge isn't booked in for MOT, and I've got my mustard day on Wednesday. Oh, car swap. That's something exciting to talk about or think about or not. Car swap is going ahead on Wednesday, subject to each of us inspecting the other cars. But we've all been very open about the good points and the faults and everything. We've exchanged explicit videos of the cars, not of anything else. So on and so on and so on. And I'm all set just to go ahead with it. So hopefully that will happen. That will be a road trip up the M1 to Leeds. And it'll be goodbye Windsor Davis and hello to, the current working name for the UCAR is Yvette Carte Blanche. But we will see. So that's quite exciting. Steak and eggs, says Steve Cole. Very nice. It will be. It will be. Oh, Skick's with us. Been to Manchester Christmas market. Very expensive. A number of the stores don't take cash. Blimey. When are you going to interview me, Skick? People have been asking me. I can't watch the F1. I refuse to pay them, say Simone. I'm the same. I listen on the radio. Radio 5, BBC Radio 5 coverage of the F1, by the way, is excellent. I do recommend it. It's so good that many people they watch the live coverage on telly, but on mute, and they have the commentary from BBC Radio. And so many people do it that the BBC Radio commentary actually facilitates it, and they will give you countdowns so that you can sync their radio commentary with your TV live coverage. Honestly, it's so much better than anything on the TV. It's really brilliant, and they cover all of the free practices, FP1, 2, and 3. They cover the qualies, they cover the race, obviously, and then there are podcasts from the team. There's a preview, a build-up. There's the post-quali podcast, and there's the post-race podcast. So honestly, if you're into F1, do check out the BBC Radio coverage. A late call, darlings, and I've got no idea who it is. Oh, what happened there? They've gone. Oh, I know. Here they are. Hang on, let's put it on speaker. Good evening, mystery caller.
It's Sean.
Oh, hello, Sean. Why didn't your name pop up?
I don't know. Just a quick one.
Okay, mate.
Because I couldn't sleep because I've got a painful shoulder, so I'm here making fish finger sandwiches, boiled egg, and a cup of tea.
Okay.
But I thought YouTube money was due on Monday.
Oh, is it?
Well, that's what I've got on my books. But a bit like everybody else, I really needed to get it this month. But if you've got a Monzo card, they allow you to have it early. So I got mine at 4:00 this afternoon.
Oh, did you?
So if you get a Monzo card and it gets paid into your Monzo, they will give it to you usually 24 hours before. But if it's a weekend, you usually end up having it on the Friday. And the deal that you have is they will give it to you, but if for any reason it then doesn't go into your account, you then pay it back.
Oh, well, that's fair enough, isn't it?
So so get on to the Monzo.
I'm on it.
I'm
on it. I did the thing with you, didn't I? We both got a £5 from it.
Yeah, I thought so. So go in and have a look.
But I don't get my AdSense money paid into that yet. But I should do that. But the good thing is, now it should have been the 23rd. It's always the 23rd, which is tomorrow. So if yours has gone in today, then there's a chance then that ours will go in tomorrow. Maybe yours was 24 hours early, and we'll get ours tomorrow.
Now, my calendar, I've always put it in my calendar for the 25th. So I always then get a nice surprise when it's early.
Oh, okay. Okay.
But yes, you should get it tomorrow. But certainly for anybody that is doing this, look into getting a Monzo and pay it into that account.
Yeah, and just to be clear, that's not just for YouTube.
No, that's for everything.
Yeah, the way that banking works, you won't know this, but the banks hang on to your money for 24 hours, and they earn their interest on it during the clearing process or whatever. If you have a Monzo account, then they will give you the money straight away. So you will get paid a day before anybody else. And both, if you want to try Monzo, and I totally recommend it. Sean told me about it, and I looked into it, and I thought, yep, great. And I signed up via Sean link. He got a £5, I got a £5. So if anybody's interested in signing up, there is a link for me in my Facebook group. Sean will have a link as well if you fancy giving.
Let them do it for your link.
Oh, bless you. Bless you. Oh, well, there you go. There's a link in the Facebook group. I'll put it in there again. One person has done it, and I can't remember who it was, but they asked me in the Facebook group today and thus bumped the post and asked if I got it. And if you're listening, yeah, I absolutely did. Hope you're enjoying Monzo. It's a brilliant. It is good, isn't it, Sean? It's as good as you said it was.
I find it's the first time actually feeling control of the money.
Yeah.
Except for this month, because I've spent far too much, and I had that experience a few days ago of going in to buy something and the card got rejected, and I was like, "Oh, I remember these days." But the thing was, I've also got a Monzo Flexi card, which you can put things on it, and then you can decide: do you want to pay at the end of next month, or pay in installments, and then you pay a bit extra.
Okay.
So all my payments this week I've put onto this Flexi card so that I can delay the payment. But like, for example, now the YouTube money went in at 4:00. It gives you this option where you can say, put some into the food fund, put some into the electric fund, and you go through all this. And that's what I did now this evening. I sort of said 200 for this bill, 150 for that bill. And then at the end, whatever the balance is, that's spare.
Yeah. That's the way.
It's the first time that I feel in control.
That's the way that Monzo works, guys. You have things called pots, and it's like having accounts within your accounts. So if you've got, if you know that your rent or mortgage payment is going out, then you can create a pot, and it works like a separate bank account. And you put the money for your mortgage in that pot, and then it's separate, and you can set up the direct debit to go from that pot, not from your main account. So as Sean says, if you've got all of your pots set up, then you know that any money left in your main account is spare money, disposable income. And they do really good savings and investment pots as well. I put money in that. You know the £5 I earned off you. I put that in a stocks and shares pot.
Oh, I put £10 in, and after 4 months, I had made £10.82. So I decided to get out.
I've made 37p on my fiver. I'm chuffed with that.
But it's that because I remember the days where you had your rent would be so your money would be going into your account on the Friday, and you'd think to yourself, right, I've got, because in London it was £1,500 for the rent, so I thought, right, that's good. And then you get a phone call from the landlord going, it hasn't gone through, and you go, well, I've done my figures down to the last £5. It's there, and then you discover a direct debit that you took out a year before has just gone out, and then you've got no money for the rent. The good thing about this Monzo is, if you put money into your food account, if you put money into your rent or your mortgage account, and you've got no money elsewhere, it doesn't touch the mortgage account.
No, it keeps it safe. So that money is there. It's stonewalled. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a brilliant thing. It's brilliant if you're living on the edge like me. Then it's great for that, because you know that money is safe there. And if you've got a few quid spared as well, then it's also great because of the saving pots and investment pots that you've got. And it gives you options. You can go for adventurous, safe, or somewhere in between the two. And it's a brilliant app. I love it.
And if you pay, so I pay £7 a month for the paid membership.
Oh, you've got the premium one.
Yeah, and then you get a better rate of interest in your savings account, which is now empty. But you also get a free Greg's pasty every Monday. So for £7, you're getting your money back. But just a final thing now before I go.
Okay.
I've just had a bird's eye fish finger. And these are not the fish fingers I had 20 years ago. There's no crunch to them. There's no batter around the... they seem to have gone for a batter now rather than for the breadcrumbs.
Breadcrumbs. They always used to be breadcrumbs.
Yeah. Now they've gone now. So you can't even trust Mr. Birdseye.
What's the world coming to, mate? What is the world coming to?
Bring back Bernard Matthews. That's what I say. Right, I will go. I'll catch up. I'll catch up with you soon.
Hope the shoulder gets better soon, mate. Take care.
See ya.
Ta-da. Oh, there we go. They're lovely, Sean. And seriously, Monzo really is brilliant. I can't get the full use out of it as yet because I haven't got any spare money to play about with. But the way the pots things work, it's really, really good. And as I say, if you fancy trying it, use my link. You can sign up. It's all free. Check it out. And then the first time that you'll get sent a debit card. And then the first time you use your debit card, even if it's only for 5p, you will get £5 and I will get £5. It's a free fiver. Why would you not do that? Oh, a voice massage. Another. Oh, from Simone.
Hello, Boaty.
Hello.
Just a reminder.
Oh, what happened there? Let's try that again.
Hello, Boaty. Just a reminder to make you pound your box like you've just been sick on it.
I need to do the £20 box thing. The last time a Christmas tree was in my home was 2006, Simone. Oh, that new tandoor oven, say 69. First scratch cutting up your naan, and it won't be the last. I always buy those little potted Christmas trees, says Paulie, and plant them outdoors in random places. And Emma's asking, do they survive all seasons and last years? I like a real Christmas tree, says Skick, just for the smell. It's all bollocks, says 69. Consumerism. I like the look of them, says Emma, but assume they will just die within a few months. But if they go on living, I'm tempted. And Paulie says, yes, they do last and they do survive and they get bigger too. And Emma says, thanks, you might get one. Simone might buy a tree, stick it in the garden and set it alight and keep her hands warm. Bah humbug, says 69, and it had to be said. A magic Christmas mounting, says Andrew Buttigieg. Is that really like getting a Lego for a big person during the Christmas holidays? Oh dear. And Peter says, Andrew, Boaty's grand Christmas mounting. Steakhawk says, me and Simone are in love with Alex's assets. Don't know what that means, but I'm happy for you. And December 26th is the falling off day. Yeah. Girls have the world at their pretty feet, says 69. Alex is awesome, says Simone. Vivian Bulverhey is here and says, hi, Sexboat. I'm back. Hello, everyone. Matron is putting Carol C's YouTube channel out there, and she needs to get to 50 subscribers. So do help out if you can. My next door neighbour, says Mike S., has had their house festooned in the Blackpool illumination since the end of September. She does it every year, and she's the grumpiest, most evil woman you've ever met. God. Oh, and there's lots of love for Alex, whoever she is, Alex's assets. Emma wants to check about the particular type of Christmas tree that we're talking about. Good Dog is with us and says hello from California. And hello to you, sir. Or madam, I presume, sir. Oh, God. Andrew is subbed to Carol C. That's wonderful. Let us know when you get to 50 subscribers, Carol C. Yep, there's a house near me that lights up the street at night, says Simone. It's a bloody eyesore. Onion oil is fantastic for hair, but very smelly, says Diane. Emma has subscribed to Carol C as well. I will subscribe as soon as this live stream finishes. Sorry, I'm just getting a little bit excited now that if Sean got his money today, I might get mine tomorrow. And I'm going to have a look at that hotel price. Just in case I can pounce tomorrow and get away on Monday. Let's have a look. Because when I went on the Travelodge website, there was a room in the Carnarvon Travelodge, $27.99 or $95. Let's have a look. Travelodge, yes, accept cookies, yes. No, I don't want to log in. Destination, North Wales. Check in. Where are we? It's the 25th. Check out 26th, one night. One adult, search. Search. Right, let's have a look. Oh, it's gone down. $26.99. Kind of fun. 40.99 Bangor, 60.99 Porthmadog, 60.99 Llandudno, 67.99 Colwyn Bay, 33.99 Real Seafront. We've been there a couple of times. 30.99 Holyhead, 69 Halkin, 52 Chester, 92.99 Wrexham, but 26.99 Carnarvon on the coast. Oh, now then. Right. Well, hope can spring a little bit eternal in the human breast, can't it? That's £1 cheaper than it was yesterday. Where are we at? I've never had a Chinese, says Steve Cold, but the food is nice. I can recommend them, Steve. I've had several. Same colour and personage on the Australian $5 note, says Andrew. I'm presumably talking about the company £20 note there. The details will... Oh, we're talking about Emma's dream. The details will have to come in a members-only video once I get memberships. Yeah, in the meantime, just give it to everybody. 69 had 2 bird's eye chicken burgers on a bun with mayonnaise. Sean, when he popped in, says, I can report that the Wreckhouse Mountain Road has reopened after 6 months. Locals are expecting it to close this weekend due to snow. Oh, it's been closed for ages. Sean says it's called the Wreckhouse Mountain Road. We always called it the Herbert Mountain Road. I guess that depends which side of the mountain you're from, which are the valleys. If you're from the Wreckhouse side, which I am, you probably call it Treherbert Mountain. And if you're from Treherbert, as Sean is, then you probably call it the Wreckhouse Mountain. But it's a fabulous road, and you can see it, darlings, on the video that Sean and I did together. Diddly-doo. Paulie says Hubnut drives in winter conditions on bold tyres. Andrew says we have to use snow chains on tyres if driving in snow. And Diane says Finland and Australia sound sensible. It's about the regularity of that adverse weather, isn't it? I would say Sean, £20 note goes in and £1 follows, and then you're £1 up. I haven't got the pound. Oh, Ian Hully joined us. Hello, one and all. Sorry I'm a bit late, but attending to a few adjustments. More on that story later. Today's meals have been pork, sausage and mushroom cobs and pepperoni pizza. Magnifico. Diane says, I broke down many years ago in a snow blizzard at the highest point of the Pennines on the M62, the highest motorway on the UK. Also roadworks, so no hard shoulder. That was an interesting night. I know the highest point of the M62 very well indeed. I'm just, what time is it? Oh God, I'm whizzing through this. Oh, it was Diane, it was you with the Monzo. Thank you, Diane. Did you get your £5 as well? It was Diane Sturdy. Diane signed up to Monzo, used my link. I got a £5 from that, and hopefully she did too. Bloody hell. Carol Ann says hello. What are you doing up at this hour of the night, woman? You should have been asleep 3 hours ago. What's going on? Hello. Right. there seems to be a lot of talk about Emma and turbulence and being some kind of uh, air stewardess. I don't know what's going on with Emma's dream and Peter P. Emma says, actually, my new jumpers are too hot. It's been below zero here, and I've been boiling. I've been lifting up my jumper in the street to give the lemons some cool air. What have I missed? Asked Carol Ann. God. Dear. Oh, dear, oh, dear, oh, dear. Now we're talking about bedding, teddy bear bedding. Simone's off to bed quite sensibly. Carol Ann has woken up. Oh, apparently Carol Ann's had a couple of hours kip and has woken up in a right naughty mood. Oh, well, this could be fun. The Monzo thing was very easy, says Diane. Got my card very quickly, just transferred money from my normal bank account. Great for different savings pots. It is great. Simone needs sleep, don't we all? Captain Birdseye battered fish fingers, says Ian Hulley, are minced whitefish, mainly pollock. Their codfish fingers are the ones in breadcrumbs. They don't seem to do battered codfish fingers, only cod fillets. Well, I mean, this is, I don't know. Look out, fellas, says Emma. Carol Ann is feeling rampant. I'm always in a naughty mood, goes on Emma. That's why I come here. Must have been our conversation earlier, Emma, says Carol Ann. It's great to have the power to be a naughty influence, says Emma, but it seems to only work on the gender I'm not sexually attracted to. Oh, God, now they're talking about a collab. Carol Ann is claiming to have been innocent until she spoke to Emma. Barry Scrotter joins us, and he's just had the most amazing bang bang chicken salad made by Raku. Never heard of them before, but really tasty. 69 joined the FaceAche page. That hotel near you looks okay. Yeah, well, it's Premier Inn by any other name. Dan Peters is here. Hello, sir, Mr. Boaty. I join you after a rather stressful time. I'm sorry to hear that. I am sorry to hear that. I was working in Huddersfield this week, he goes on, and found a chip shop, and it was rather expensive and not of good quality. Oh, dear me. Dear me. Good God, I've actually caught up with the comments. Right, happy days. Right, okay, what should we do now? Well, it's kind of time to bugger off, but I will sort out, before I get ready for sleep, I will sort out Sean's box. Oh, wine turd, because I'm like that. I'm very obliging. Right, let's get this done. Lord have mercy, says Steacold. Right. I have got 20 of the King's pounds. Now that belongs to the restaurant. And we will. Oh, this is going to be tricky. Hold on. Oh, God, that almost came out the front bottom. We want it out of the back bottom. Right, this is really awkward because Sean's box has got a unhelpfully small slot. And, oh, there's one. You will be here all night. There's 2. 3. Oh, I need some sort of device. Let's see if this helps. Oh, hang on. Let's get that out of the way. Oh, bloody hell. And get that out of the way. Right, now we're in with a fighting chance. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Whoa! It's coming nicely now, darlings. So there's 1, 2, 3. There's 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's another 5. That is, well, 5 plus 5 used to be 10 when I was at school. Then we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. There's another 5. That is 15. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That is 20. Right, you saw this. No shenanigans, no chicanery. There are £20 coins there. These are the 2 £5 notes that I took out of Sean's box. I'm getting quite uncomfortable saying that, to be quite honest with you. We'll pop those back in. £20. £20 going in, love. Oh, I'm channeling Peter Kay. Right, 20 quid. It's going in there, look. Oh, and now then, this money, of course, is for my birthday treat in Llandudno. But I have made a momentous decision. This was supposed to be for the Grand Hotel for my birthday in Llandudno. It is no longer for the Grand Hotel. I've decided that I was going to go to the Grand Hotel to be ironic because it's not grand at all. It's an absolute shithole. And I'll still do that, but I'm not going to do it for my birthday. So this money, darling, Sean's box, my birthday night in Llandudno, I'm going to go to Osborne House Hotel instead, which is by far and away the nicest hotel in Llandudno and probably one of the nicest hotels in the United Kingdom outside of Llandudno. It is superb. I used to stay there quite often. I spent my honeymoon there. Well, the last part of my honeymoon anyway. That's where we ended up. And sod it, I'm going to go there for my birthday. It's supposed to be a treat, isn't it? A birthday thing. And the Grand Hotel will be a laugh and it'll be good content, but it's not really a treat. So we'll do the Grand some other time, maybe beforehand, maybe the week before Christmas or something. And we'll have a Christmas special at the Grand in Llandudno and have a laugh with all the oldies. But for my birthday, which is supposed to be an actual treat, then I'm going to Osborne House. And if you want to check it out, jump onto your internet search of choice, search for Osborne House Llandudno, and have a look at it. It is amazing. And quite frankly, I'm worth it. Right. I will nick one of these pounds and I will pound the box. There you go. You can see. Boom. So there we go. God, so we've got, and then I'll put these over yonder. So we know we've got 30 quid in there because we've got 2 fivers and a £20 note. But obviously there's a load of coins in there as well. So those are the revamped birthday plans, darlings. Not the Grand, it's going to be Osborne House. Right, let's get back to your comments and then we will sod off in the nicest possible way. I saved a load of coins for about 8 years or so, says Dan Peters, and I was going to take them to Asda until I found out they sodding well charge a massive commission, around 8 pence a pound, at which point I said, forget it. I got banned. What? Oh dear. Counting pounds with Count Boaty. 1. 2. Good night, one and all. Stay safe and warm and sleep well, says Pink Hardness 100. Cash flow issues, says Peter P. Story of my life. Boaty, don't forget to book the hotel in Llandudno, says Emma. Otherwise, you may find that there are not rooms available when you want to stay. I will do, but it's not going to be the Grand. It's going to be Osborne House. I looked at the website the other day and I thought, I need some of that in my life again. You know, like I said, the Grand would be a laugh. Look on YouTube. It's an absolute shithole. It's an amazing location. And I do want to stay there just to say I've done it. But no, for my birthday, I'm going somewhere nice instead. In Search of Orb says, the way he's counting those coins is like the start of a Christmas Carol and Scrooge. 69 says, Llandudno pic of me in the 70s with a monkey on my shoulder. I've got the same picture. I was a child. We went on a day trip with my mother on a coach with a double front axle. Went to Llandudno, and yeah, I had the picture with a monkey on my shoulder. Terribly cruel. Thank God they're not allowed to do that anymore. The hedgehog looks like it's looking at me and judging me, says Emma. That's definitely more of a treat for your birthday, says Caroline. It is, isn't it? It is. Peter P saying night to night to all. Sweet hot teddy fleece jumper dreams. The hedgehog said, fuck it, stick me in the freezer. It probably was the same Monkey 69. Oh, Chef Daniel, that's very kind of you. Thank you very much indeed. Oh, bless you. Right, darlings. Okay, let's call it a day at that, shall we? It's it's 1:15. We all need our beds, don't we? Thank you for cheering me up. I was a little. Oh, and Ross has just joined us as we're saying good night. Right, my lovelies. Right. So don't forget, you've got another late one tomorrow night, 11:30. You've got 11 o'clock on Sunday night. God knows what's going to happen on Monday. 14th, Sean. It's the 14th of January. What was I saying? Oh, yeah, right. So same time, same place tomorrow, 11:30 Saturday Night Live. But remember, tomorrow, Saturday Brunch Live, if you're free and if you fancy it, because no video tomorrow. So we'll have a fun live. I will cook steak and eggs. You can cook nothing at all or whatever you like, or order a takeaway, or just pop along to say hello and for a chat. That will be, I don't know, same as 12:30, something like that. 12:30. See what time I get up. I'll set it up when I get up, but probably 12 o'clock or 12:30. And that'll be fun. And then it'll be Sunday lunch live, of course. I really enjoy those. You do, Emma. You do need to make a list of all of the community birthdays. I've forgotten them all again. I know that Caroline is the 1st. You and Bernard are the 7th. I'm the 14th. I can't remember the others. Right, okay, let's go. Let me just wish you all a safe and peaceful night. I hope you stay warm and comfortable and dry as Storm Bert begins to hit overnight. And I wish you all a great weekend and the best day, well, at least a reasonable day tomorrow. I hope there's a little bit of joy that you can take from it somewhere, somehow. And yeah, join me over the weekend, tomorrow lunch, tomorrow night, Sunday lunch, Sunday night, whenever you can. It would be fabulous to have your company. I love it and I'm always grateful for it. So there we go. The candle will be relit 11:30 tomorrow night. The steak will be cooked at some point after 12:30 tomorrow. And in the meantime, much love from me, and take really good care of yourselves. And if you've got those that you love and who love you, take really good care of them too. All right, darlings, on that note, pachoo, and indeed, bosh. See you soon.